everybody, what's going on? It's your boy the Dropper, back with another one. Um, well, right now, today, you know, YouTube strolling through the streets, mobbing, steady, mobbing through them streets. You know how it go. Came across this video. Young lady name is Shaman and Shay, and basically this is her story time about why she don't talk to anybody she related to, mother or father side. Without further ado, though, we gonna go on and get right on into it. Let's see what she talking about. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this thing going.
Related to. I went in no contact with my whole family, mama side, daddy side, cousin, uncle, aunties, everybody. And it all started when I got on my knees sometime last year and told God that I'm ready to surrender to his plan. Like, I don't want to do it my way no more. Like, God, I'm doing it your way. What do I do next? So we're going to start with my husband at the time. He was cheating so bad that I just was like, I got to get a close relationship with God. The whole time I was super suspicious. Not only was he cheating, like super, super gay. Like he was working with
Whoa,
somebody and
whoa,
I was like,
whoa,
it just makes me feel like they fucking with each other.
whoa,
But I was
whoa,
also in a situation.
whoa. Did y'all? She said cheating. Seemed like he was cheating. Super, super gay. I don't. Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where I wanted to leave, but I didn't know, like I didn't have the finances because he was paying all the bills. So
Yeah.
it was like up until the point I said that prayer, it was like he was just emotionally abusive. But then it got to the
And real quick, and that be another thing too. Like we got to start making sure that stop being the case of, yeah, you get married and you grow, we raise our girl, she get married, she grow off to start a new family or whatever the case being, but we still got to be making sure that we somehow install the independence to the point where you not gonna be left baffled, you know what I'm saying, because of the breakup or the, you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
point where he started to become physically abusive. Like I didn't get head buddy, I didn't get choked several
Come
times,
on, where
slapped,
where
putting his hands on me,
Yeah,
all that
they
type of
tweak.
shit, scared for me
Yeah,
and my
bro.
kids'
He
life.
out of
It
body.
got to a point where we was fighting so bad and I had figured out that if I keep my kids around me that he's not gonna put his hands on me. So I was like, let me keep my kids close to me so he won't do nothing to me. He kept trying to get me by myself. I used to keep in my closet, and he literally looked me dead in my eyes and was like, get it, go on, get it out. But I'm a thinker, so I was just like, nah, because I don't know who is gonna hit at this point. Then he said it in front of me like I had my kids with me. I didn't know who. I'm not risking it. So I was just looked at my kids and I was just told them I love them. I just felt like I was about to be unalived in that moment, for real, for real. So after
Right.
all that, I left the house and went to my parents' house. My parents, like my mama, honestly didn't want me to go back, but my stepdaddy, he telling me stuff happened, y'all need to go back. Then the dude looked my stepdaddy dead in the face and was like, I did this. She right, I did do that. I'm on up to it, which was crazy to me because why would my stepdaddy tell me to go back to that?
Exactly. Like what type of advice or parenting skills or anything of that nature? Why would you say, I don't care if y'all been married for 50 years and he start want to headbutt and put hands on and do all of that? It's time to go. Ain't no sticking around talking about, oh, maybe we can fix. No, 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 no. Only thing you need to be fixing is a bag and walking towards that door, because from there it's not going to really get no better. It's going to get worse, especially if that said person ain't trying to seek help for the reason that they even this angry and mad to the point where they feel like they gotta put their hands on another grown person. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the one thing we gotta know, men and women. It doesn't matter whether we're married or not. Nobody belongs to nobody. Nobody is nobody's property. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care if we've been married for 40 years. I don't own you at all. In no way, shape, fashion, or form. I don't. So yeah.
But I'm listening to that type of shit like, oh, that's your husband. So I went back to him. The shit kept getting worse and worse after that. Like, he didn't put his hands on me for a little minute, but the cheating was so bad, I was just like, I need to get closer to God. Then it actually got to a point where I found out he was sleeping with a teacher from my daughter's school. This said teacher put Literally, like, she was super super friendly. I used to sub at the school that she worked at, and they always put me in her room. I was in her room like 3 4 times. It was also another woman who used to come in there, and she used to be like kind of weird with me. So now I realize, like, it was multiple people at that school that knew that woman was sleeping with my husband. This
Exactly.
said teacher also started my daughter dreads. Like, she was in my daughter's
Whoa,
hair. I
whoa,
didn't went
wait
to
a
this
minute.
woman house.
Hold
This
on.
woman
How is
inviting
we
me out places.
time
She
out,
he
time
ha
out,
ha.
time out, time. What are we doing here? When has that ever been a thing? The moment that would have happened, it would have been red flags everywhere, flags on the plate, technical files. Yeah, every violation penalty call you can throw and yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing? See, yep. We just gonna let it keep going, but that's a no, no. I don't play that. Ain't no. I don't like all that touching my kids shit, especially not. No, I don't care if you a teacher for real. You know what I'm saying? You do what you're supposed to do. Teach. That's it.
Every time I see her. So I confronted him and her about it, and it got to the point where they actually made up this whole fucking story together. What'll happen, like, if they got caught? What's their story? So then it gets to the point this man putting his hands on me again. So I actually decide for good, like, I'm just leaving the relationship. I'm leaving the house. I'm leaving the furniture in there. I got TVs and all that shit. At the time, my sister and her baby daddy needed somewhere to stay, so
Fuck
I
all
called
that.
them before.
Fuck all that. Oh, I got this material in the house and da 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 da. Because the one thing you better know is you can always buy and replace some material shit. But the one thing you can't never buy or replace or get again is life. You can't get your life back. This is not a game, a GTA server or none where you gonna respawn in a minute or two. No. When it's taken, it's gone. Ain't no getting it back. So we gotta stop jeopardizing our future, our your life trying to, oh, I'ma make it work and da 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 da. No, because you don't never be knowing for real. You know what I'm saying? When he showed you the first time, beating you, headbutting you, and all of that, that should have been up. Let me get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? At least until you try to get some help or start trying to work on it. You know what I'm saying? But you see, it didn't even happen. It got worse. So yeah, let's let her keep going though.
y'all homeless, y'all could come take my shit. I don't want none of it. Like, y'all could just stay in there. Y'all ain't even gotta do no lease takeover, nothing. Y'all could just live in the house, just pay the rent on time. I don't want none of that shit on my credit. So at this time, I go and stay with my mama. So I'm staying with my mama, but still going through shit with the school because I confronted them about the issue, and they told me, well, we can't do nothing about it, but we can let her know that we know that you came up here to tell us. So I was like, okay, go let her know. And I really was on some slick shit because, bitch, I want you to be humiliated in front of all your staff. Like, you not even professional no more, bitch. People look at you like somebody who sleep with folks' husbands, and a lot of people in this bitch got husbands. So I really was on some get back. But once she found that out, she got really, really mad, told the school that she's scared for her. She's worried about her safety when it comes to me. So I end up actually getting banned off the campus. Never put my hands on this woman. Never threatened this woman. Never did none of that. So it got to be so much that I ended up just taking my baby out of the school. She was only in pre-K, so I was just like, it ain't no point. But it fucked up my heart to see my baby cry that she can't go to school no more because my daughter loves school. And then I was pissed off even more that the shit that you done did, because you can't keep your stuff in your pants, my daughter can't even go to school. And if y'all know how hard it is to get kids into pre-K, you actually have to be on a waiting list. So I couldn't even put my daughter in another school. So at the time, because I'm my mama's emotional support when her husband is cheating, I thought I could go to my mama. It was a time, like, at that time, my mama dead ass told me, stop calling my phone telling me about this because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm really tired of hearing it. So living with my mama, even from then, living with my mama got super, super weird. When I left the relationship, I forgot to add that I started working at Amazon. Like, as soon as I left the relationship and gave up the house, I got a job at Amazon. I started working 3 12-hour shifts. And because I needed the money to move into another place, I actually would work 50 to 60 hours a week. So at the time, I started popping beans because it gave me energy. I needed to stay up. I needed to get this money. Like, I was just taking the shit to keep going. And then I realized everybody doing it. So
Real quick, in case y'all don't know what she's talking about, when she's saying popping beans, she's talking about um the X. Yeah, yeah, the X.
it kind of made me feel better, and it actually made me, I don't know, like keep going. So I got some cousins at the time who was on the same shit, except they was just around their house doing it. They chilling doing it. They not doing nothing. Bitches is lazy on couches popping beans. Whole time I'm working trying to provide for my kids. That's still not a reason, but I'm working trying to provide for my kids and do right for my, like, I need to get this fucking house because my mama showing me she don't want me here. At the time I got cousins talking shit about me, like running their mouth about me, telling people, oh my god, she steady popping beans. But it was weird because if I wasn't doing it with them, then we cool. But when I say every single one of my cousins was doing it, but it was like because I was doing it, I got talked about. And that showed me that all my cousins was jealous as fuck. They couldn't wait till some bad shit happened to me so that they all could talk about it.
And that's how it always be. It's always family, and people got to understand why. It's always family that can do that to you the most and the easiest is because they the ones who you normally and typically don't have your guard up around. So you typically tend to not keep, you know what I'm saying, keep that barrier up to where a motherfucker can't even get that type of information or that drop on you. But see, it be family and your guard be down because you like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker sandbox with this motherfucker type shit, you know what I'm saying? Type situation. So you be like, yeah, I be expecting somebody else on the outside to woo wop more so than my family because I but it was like, you know what I'm saying? So, but that goes to show you that time don't make nobody your day ones. You know what I'm saying? That don't make nobody a day one or a real friend or even family. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, cause I'm in the same situation where I don't deal with my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama's side of the family because of similar shit like this. So I get it.
They don't want to talk about the good shit that was happening. So when I'm staying with my mama at this time, my mama would do weird shit. Like I come in with food and she'll just ask for some of my food and I tell her, well, mama, I just worked a 12-hour shift. I'm tired. Keep in mind it's 7 a.m. I just got off. I'm trying to eat so I can go to sleep. And if I said no, she would literally throw up in my face that she watched my kids while I go to work. Even though she told me to come stay with her. She also has a 3-bedroom. Her husband has a game room. She has like an office room and then a other bedroom and stuff. But she told me I had to, and she didn't want me sleeping in her living room. She told me I had to sleep on like this really a box spring with pillows on top in her room, me and my kids. She wouldn't even like clear
Fucked
out
up,
none of the
bro.
furniture from either one of their
So
rooms because I
fucked
wanted
up.
to take my bed and my TV and bring it to her house. And she was like, nah, we not doing all that if you're not going to be here long. So you could just sleep on this.
I will say this. Now, the best part about that situation here is how you get some good out of that. See, the best part about that situation was this. Even though that shit was foul as hell, what her mama was doing, the stepdad or whatever the case was doing, the one good thing that came out of that was this. It kept her from being too comfortable. You see what I'm saying? It kept her on her P's and Q's and kept her on her toes to the point where she knew, hey, me getting this money up and getting this space for me and mine is a must. It is the most important. And by her mama making her so uncomfortable, that kept her, you feel me? It kept her sharp, if you want to say. It kept her making sure she stayed on top of what she needed to be on top of. You get what I'm saying? That's the one thing like my grandma always told me, bro, son, you gotta find always the good in the bad because it is good inside of bad all the time. You just gotta know what it is and find it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
Felt like fucking bricks. So I get tired of it and I call my older sister who I let stay in my apartment, her and her baby daddy and her kids and other fucking people. I called her and was like, I can't take this shit with mama no more. Y'all know how mama is. Like, I'm about to come back to my apartment. Y'all can still have it. I just need to be there until I get my own place. Keep in mind, I'm still trying to get my own place in a whole nother city. I need to just stay there for a little bit. My bed is there. My TV is there. Nothing was moved. So I was just like, I want my room though, just for some privacy. Me and my kids gonna sleep in my bed, and I need my TV. These motherfuckers tell me that I can come back to my house, but I can't come back to my room. Nah, we don't want you coming back to the room. I forgot the whole reason, but they just was like, no, you can't sleep in your room, in your bed, with your TV. I still had clothes in that bitch. They was like, nah. I knew the cards that I could play in a situation, but I was just like, because I could have got y'all kicked the fuck out. But I was just like, you know what? Y'all just let me see who y'all is. Now keep in mind, I done already went over husband, big sister, her baby daddy, my mama, now, and my stepdaddy just makes you feel like I don't give a fuck what it is. He just don't want you there. He don't want to do nothing for you. He really, you could just tell he really don't like you. So that's just him all the fucking time. So then it gets to the point where I'm moving with my little sister while I'm trying to get this apartment. My little sister does the same shit. She even gets to the point where she don't even speak to me. Like, she don't want me there so bad that she don't even fucking speak to me.
That's crazy.
And then she's constantly letting me know, like, this short term, don't get comfortable. I could just already tell she talking shit about me too. So then I get approved for the house and I go ahead and move in the house in the next city. But if y'all want part two, I need y'all to come in and tell me y'all want part two, because I'm gonna keep this shit going.
Through these forests, over these waters, this land calls to us. And we answer with the guidance from those who live it. Local knowledge passed down. Trusted advice always by your side. Sports.
You know, I just hope y'all stay tuned and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you want me to go on in part two.
So this is part two on why I don't